What up? Jeff here with all my ICP renegades. And today, I am probably the only one who's going to be talking about this. And I don't have a whole lot of stuff to back up what my claim is, except kind of trying to judge the market the way that it is. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the technical analysis part of the internet computer. We're going to make a case for a $6 ICP by December. That's where I think it's going to be. So here's my narrative and why I think that. So we have to think all the way back to the very beginning of the 2020 bull run. If you understand exactly what happened to get us from $10,000 to $25,000, then you can kind of see where we're at in the news part of it. So my theory is whenever we get news outside of the ecosystem, like world news, that affects crypto, what it does is it moves crypto from the place where it is to a place where it's going to be eventually. Now, follow me on this. When we had that big, indoor event where we all stayed inside and didn't have a lot to do, a lot of us bought crypto. That is one of the reasons why we went up like we did. We would have went up anyway. Just hear me on this. So what happens is we have bulls and bear cycles in the market. So we're going to get there eventually no matter what. That's the way crypto works. It comes in 4-year cycles, whether it be a 3-year bear market and a 1-year bull market, or where we're at now is a possible 2 and 2, or even a 3-year bull run for the next one in a 1-year bear market. That's probably pretty iffy. But now get me here, follow me. My case for the internet computer is exactly how Elon Musk's tweet pushed Bitcoin up further. It was going to go there anyway, but Elon Musk, using his influence in the news, pushed us up there. Now follow still. Now we're on the downside of this, and the same kind of scenario works in a bear market. And what I'm talking about is we were going to come down to this level anyway. This was an inevitable level. I didn't want to believe we were going below 17. But now that we're here and at 15 and testing these levels, we were already going to come to these levels anyway. So what it did, so if this didn't happen, we would probably be about 6 months out from this level, which means we would have kind of traded sideways, maybe gone up a little bit, and eventually would have went to this level anyway. Just like with the China FUD and, all Bitcoin's coming out of China in the biggest part of the bull market, which pushed us down, and we ended up going further up anyway. So what they are doing is they're taking the normal movements of the market and throwing, it's like throwing not just a little cog, in the wheels that spin. It would be like throwing a giant bar that's bigger than all the cogs, throwing that in the wheel. Eventually, it could probably knock that thing out of there, but it's going to mess up the mechanism for a while. And so it might get, us to where we need to be faster, but this was inevitable anyway. So this is my thought on it now that we are here. We don't have a lot of down to go now. We had the biggest thing to happen in crypto. And what I want you guys to understand is if crypto was going to blow up and go away and completely be gone, this would have not been the one to do it. You know what would have done it? The Voyager. If you want to know what would have done it before, you just follow the trail of manipulation. And that's all they're doing, is they are pushing the market to where it was going to go anyway faster. That's why I said this last bull run, we actually advanced about 10 years in crypto. And what this did is it put, the mass adoption of crypto back. But what it did is it pushed the price forward. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but if you think about every single time we had a big move from 2020, and you look at each one of those, we ended up in the same place every time. We just ended up with a little bit of a road bump in the way, and it just moved it along faster. So that's what I think is happening with ICP right now. I believe that we're not going to stay at this low level for very much longer. What I believe that could happen is, we trade sideways a little bit. We go and we test that $6 level in December. And then the Santa rally, if we have one this year, will put ICP above that $6 level. And then we are basically back to where we were from there. So this basically pushed us to where we needed to be. This might start the bull run faster. let's go in and look at some technicals now. And we're going to have 6 Figs on the channel. I want to know what he thinks about what I'm saying, if he can make it out of his meeting. So he might be here at 8:30, but don't quote me on that, because he might not be able to make it from his meeting. What are you guys saying? What's up, Justin? What's up, Motivational Sub? Good to see you guys. Fake news. My people are here. Now let's go into the price, because I really think that we are on a good place. So, whoops, I need to share my screen with you first. That was the intro. Okay, so let's go over here to CoinMarketCap, and let's look at this price here. Actually, let's reset this because I don't know. Okay, 392, 393. Okay, so first let's look at the volume. There's not a whole lot of volume happening. We're down to about 21 million, which that could be a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is a lot of people are not selling their ICP at this level, which means there's going to be a lot of purchasing. Most of this volume is probably that buy volume. Our market cap has stayed over $1 billion like a champ. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look at the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. And we are going to see where these are taking us. Yes, look at this. It looks like we have a giant bear flag right here. This isn't going to happen, but I wanted to show you anyway, because this is definitely a possible bear flag, because you have a symmetrical triangle with a downward pole. I'm only doing this because this is what they want us to believe, guys. They want us to think that we are just going to keep going down, down, down. That is called a bear trap. So what they're trying to do is trap all the bearish people that think they're going to go down. But if this does play out, it would take us all the way down to $1.78. I do not believe that's going to happen, but I saw this bear flag and I had to tell you. Again, this could also just be a symmetrical triangle, which means it's going to squeeze. And this is the scenario that I think is going to happen, which is the symmetrical triangle squeeze breakout right here. We are kind of at the end right here at November 18th, which is in 2 days from now. I believe we're at, wait, what is today? Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's the 16th, 2 days from now. That's what I thought. And so in 2 days from now, we should be seeing this breakout. And Friday, guys, you have to be on the channel here Friday. We got some of the biggest influencers in ICP all on my channel at the same time. They have been on my channel once before. It is ICP Squad, 6 Fig Stock Trader, and Agito Val. And we're going to be talking about how this SBF debacle, let's just say, is affecting the internet computer, both in a negative and a positive sense. And we're going to twist it to make it positive for the internet computer. So you're going to want to be here Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 7 p.m. Spain time. All right, let's get back into these technicals here. So now I need indicators. This is the only way that we're going to understand what exactly is going to happen, where we need to go, and if we don't, what's going to happen. So all of our EMA 9 is at $4.08 because we just recently had this dump not too long ago within the last 2 weeks. All right, so then we also have the EMA 21 at 446. And I mean, I don't even need to look at the EMA 50. Everything is just going to be below. But these are going to be our resistance points going up. And this is why I think that we are at least going to go up and test $4.14, which is going to bring us, right up our $4.08, but we could go up a little bit higher and break that level and then go up. What I think is going to happen is we're going to go up and touch this 21 and then go back down and test this 9. So if we do break out this 9 at about 414, go up to about 446, touch this EMA 21, and then if we can break it, continue to go up. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to stay sideways here. And then what we need to do in order to get back bullish, get back above $5 and head towards that $6 range is to get above the 50-day moving average exponential on the daily. Now, let's get the RSI out here. And let's also get the Bollinger out here. So, I mean, everything is looking really, really, really bad right now in the chart. So that's why my technicals, why I think it's going to go up. They don't have everything to do with the charts. So we got the RSI. Now we need the bully. All right. And then the Elliott wave theory. I can't wait for Six Figs to get on so he can talk about that a little more. What I think is we were trading inside a massive level, had the final level breakdown, and now we are going to start moving into that uptrend in the next couple of days to have this Wyckoff accumulation play out, the ABCD pattern. So, and now the E corrective wave. Hopefully that's what we're going to see. We did have this massive breakdown of the RSI moving below the simple moving average right here. That is what brought us down. We got oversold, went up to kind of test that level again, and have been trading sideways. The good part about that is the simple moving average is moving down while this is trending sideways. So the more that we just trend at this level, the more the simple moving average is going to move down closer towards us, and then we can have a breakout once it gets to a close enough level. This is actually pretty good. We are getting ready to go up and touch that level again here, and hopefully it doesn't act as a double top and bring us down to oversold even more. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to break this moving average, go up, and really test the EMA 21 and the Bollinger level right here at about $4.40. That is what I see right here. Now, worst case scenario, guys, let's see what that could be. I'm just going to bring it right up to here. Worst case scenario, we sit at about $2.53. That is worst case scenario right here. And I mean, we could take this back over to here, and then it's a little bit lower at about $2.35. So these could be possible levels if you're bearish. Guys, I just tell you the worst case scenario, and then say, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to go bullish, especially with the way the market is. We dumped. We had our massive corrective, and now this is a bear trap. They have to trap the bears before they move up higher, guys. That's why we don't just break out from right here. This is trying to make the bears think we are going to go down even lower to that $2.50 level. This is where the bears want it to go. This is not going to happen. Actually, that would indicate a lot with that bear flag too. So if the bears, they want us to think that that's what's going to happen and bring us down to that $2.50 to $2 level. I don't think that's going to happen. The technicals are not good right now, but let's go back and talk for a second, guys. This isn't about the technicals right now. Remember, we have three things that decide the market, plus the fourth bull bear market. Okay? So what happened is the worst case scenario for all of crypto, guys. We had, okay, let's look at the narrative since 2020. We had Coinbase basically and Binance, right? As far as I remember, I think KuCoin might have been around. But if you think about it, FTX, I didn't hear about FTX until about a year into my crypto journey. 2021 is when I heard about FTX. Okay, so then we have crypto.com. For some reason, I never once, guys, never once used FTX, FTX US, or what was I just saying? Gosh dang it, now I forgot. Or crypto.com or BlockFi. I don't know why. It's not that I have anything against them. I use Kraken, and Kraken's kind of a second-rate exchange. Like, I use exchanges that I see value in. I never saw value in FTX. I'm sorry, I didn't. I never saw value in FTX US. I see value in Binance. It's a little sketchy, but there's value there. Coinbase, way sketchy, but value. They're not wrecking us. They might be, doing some things a little sketchy, but for the most part, they're not hurting us. What Sam Bankman-Fried did was hurt us, or try to. But, and what narrative we're going to point out Friday, this is good for ICP in the long run. Oh man, I get goosebumps a little bit talking about it, because everybody was bagging on ICP so bad. Why is it the worst performing crypto in price? It never rug pulled you. It never took all of your funds and misappropriated them like these guys. So what they do is they point the finger. This is what all criminals do. This is what all people that don't want them to know what's going on with them, they go like this. And this is called the Wyoming salute. They don't want people to look at what they're doing. So what they do is they create a narrative, use all of their influences, like, Arkham Intelligence, Alameda Research, all of these places that are basically painting a picture that is lying to you about who this man is and who, the internet computer is. They lied to us about it all, so we didn't look at them. They're too busy like, okay, well, you're saying this internet computer is doing this, this, and that. Wait a minute. So you were the one doing this, this, and that the whole time, but you were trying to make a narrative where we believe that the internet computer, one of the things that's probably going to help save crypto from all of the mess that it is, the gas fees, the hacks. Come on, guys. We need to get a rein on crypto. We can't give Sam Bankman-Fried a second chance, guys. He had his chance. No, you don't get a second chance. You lost 8 or however many billions. Now, I mean, it cost the whole industry probably close to $1 trillion, not just crypto. This is having financial outcomes and ramifications, financial worldwide. It probably is going to affect the stock market. It's going to affect the way people trust exchanges going forward. They set us back years, guys. This man, if you guys trust him with your money again, I don't want you part of my channel. Don't ever come here, because it's just dumb to, okay, we gave you a chance. Now, this is scripture even. The Bible says God will give you a little. And if you are faithful in a little, you will be faithful in a lot. But if you are unfaithful in a little, you will be unfaithful in a lot. So if he's unfaithful in a lot, why would we even give him a little? Right? So that's my way of looking at it. We trusted you a little bit. Like, I mean, people did. I didn't, because I never was put in a position to have to. Like, I could have fell for it too. And I could have probably been pushing his exchange on my channel, because he was doing good stuff for the space, as far as we knew, right? So anybody who did back SPF at first, I can't get mad at you guys, because he fooled us all. He fooled everybody. Now, there was people that questioned it, but that is everything. Everybody will tell you stuff, and you have to know for yourself. So anyway, Friday, we're going to be going more into that, and we're going to paint a picture of, actually, they just helped internet computer become a number 3 crypto. That is my way of looking at it, because who was above ICP that did what ICP did, but not in a great way? Solana. So that's my biggest thing. I'm actually pissed. I don't really care for Solana, but I like crypto in general. And Solana, yeah, they had lots of outages, but still, they were innovating crypto. They were getting people to look at NFTs, which would bring them to internet computer eventually, especially with stuff like this. All the developers on Solana are scrambling to figure out what to do now. And that's why I can't wait to have a Guido, Victor, and Six Figs on here, because, well, especially a Guido and ICP squad, because they deal in NFT development. And Six Figs has his pulse, his finger to the pulse of the whole FTX situation. So this is going to be good stuff here, guys. And I can't wait to see what they say. So back to the technicals right now. And I know that Six Figs say that there's a massive falling wedge in Bitcoin. Let's take a little bit of a zoom out on internet computer and see if we could be in some kind of a massive falling wedge. And it does look like it, huh? So I know I don't know if he said it about ICP, but he probably did. But I saw him talking about Bitcoin's falling wedge. Let's just see if we have anything here. Okay, it does look like it too. Oh yeah, we have a nice falling wedge here. And so the thing about the falling wedge is we could go down to 350 again. That's where our big support, our downward trending support, is right around 350. Now, look at this. This was our support before, right here. And you see, right when it broke that level, that's when we had the massive dump. So this is going to be our big resistance coming up, right at about $4.80. Anywhere, actually, I would say from 460 to 480. That's going to be a big area of resistance. But I don't think this bear flag is going to play out. I think this falling wedge has a massive opportunity to play out right now. And that's what I expect to happen, is this falling wedge to break out to the upside. And if that's the case, we could end up all the way back up at $9. And that could take a while. It could take probably till the end of December, maybe January, right? But I see us at least coming up and testing this $6 level right here, this resistance. We're going to test this and possibly break it before, continuing back up to $9. This is a very long-term outlook here. I'm not saying this is going to happen in the immediate short term, but by the end of this year, going into next year, if my calculations are correct, they pushed us forward, which means that this falling wedge could be the breakout that changes the market from bearish to bullish. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully we don't get rejected hard at about $5.60 to $6 right here, and then get put all the way back down to about $5 again. But that is a definite possible scenario going forward. So, and I'd like to see the Ichimoku clouds. We are so far away from it, I believe. The 6 fig should be here in a few minutes. He's not here yet. Okay. Now let's go into the 4-hour because we haven't done the 4-hour yet. I do want to see this. Cool. And we're actually starting to move from oversold to actual people buying it. We did just break down below this 47 simple moving average, but it looks like just a test of it because we were above it. We tested it. Hopefully this isn't the breakdown of that. And this is just a test of that. And then we go up. Now, if we continue to trend sideways, then we are going to be in for a little bit more pain. But I think this is a catalyst for us to break out of this level and continue moving to the upside. So I don't have a whole lot for this video. So maybe we'll just get 6 figs on here, Friday and maybe talk a little bit about TA. This wasn't going to be a huge video today. So this is my major thing right here. And this is going to signify the reversal. When we get back above this simple moving average on the weekly time frame here, and the same thing on the 4-hour that we were just talking about, the wick down and hopefully just touching, that is the same thing that I see for the week happening. Is we just kind of, we had support right here, wick down and touch below it, broke back above it, and then now we're below it again. This could be a breakdown of this level, but I think it's just another retest. And we go up and we break that level. So that is going to be majorly bullish if we get back above that on the weekly. So, yeah, that's about everything. Now let's get into the chat, and hopefully 6 figs comes over soon. All right, now let's get, there's a lot of people here, guys. What's up? Belly's full, but I'm hungry. Already breaking up from 350 a few days ago. Yeah, and so I'm going to keep putting these long positions in at these low levels. We're not going further, in my opinion. Everything that I told you about pushing the market forward, I believe that at least we need a rally. We haven't had a rally, and we've had one rally in a year. One little rally, and that's when ICP went back up to what? $10, $11 or something, and then went back down. So we are due for another rally. It's been like 6 months since we've had any kind of pumping. And it probably would have been about another 5 or 6 months, but this pushed us in a good way. Yeah, it devastated the price right now, guys. It did. Doesn't matter. This is what we want. Just like Elon Musk, using those tweets to push the market. We probably wouldn't have ended the bull run until about summer of this year. What they did is they pushed it faster. That was the thing. We probably would have had a 3-year bull market. Instead, all of the FUD, Tesla, they did the Tesla thing on purpose. They said, we're going to take Bitcoin because good news does not affect the market, just like Bitcoin doesn't affect we don't go up with Bitcoin as much as we go down. Same with good news. We don't get as much bullish momentum from good news as we get bearish momentum from bad news. That's the way the world works. So what happened is he pushed us into the worst part of the bear market, which was inevitable anyway. So that's hopefully going to shorten the bear market. That's what it did to the bull market. So these are my hopes. And if not, I just want more developers coming from Solana to ICP. That's the narrative we need. So I'm going to Qtopia crazy. I mean, up till 4 a.m. early morning. I need some guidance, guys. This is why I love community. I don't know how to upload my NFTs to my island. I sat on there for like 3 hours yesterday on my day off. I did put a good staking video out yesterday. It was an upload. I did it yesterday, but I had some extra time. And it talks about spawning a new neuron on ICP and how awesome it is. You got to check that out. But then I went on and I tried to play Cubetopia. I got my island, was able to check it out and everything, but I can't import my NFTs because what it does, when you go to import NFTs, it brings you to like Bitcoin flower, right? And then it shows a picture of your Bitcoin flower, but you can't press on it or do anything. It just turns blue and then I can't see them anywhere. So if you guys could tell me what I'm doing wrong, I would love that. Maybe I'll make a video about playing it and then ask you guys to help me set up my island because I want to show off all my NFTs, man. I love them. My favorite one is probably my Bitcoin flower. I'm not going to lie, but my second favorite has nothing to do with price. It's Icy Ghost. That is I don't know why. I really like those NFTs. And the weird thing is I didn't like them at first until that's so weird. Probably because I didn't really look at them. But after they had the Ghost token come out, I just fell in love with the NFTs. I don't know what it was. The simplicity of them, the possibilities of a meme coin NFT blasting off. I don't know what it was, honestly. But yeah, I love guidance, and I guide you guys as much as I can, but I'm not a know-it-all. I will admit when I don't know something. And that's probably the difference between me and almost every other influencer in crypto. They don't like you to see them wrong, and I don't mind it because I'm human. And you guys help where I lack, right? That's why it's a community and not just me talking at you. I talk to you, not at you, because I see value in you guys. If we go to $1.78, I'm straight buying. If we go to $1.78, I'm selling my car and buying. That's how much. If we go to $1.78, I'm selling everything I got and putting it in ICP. So why $1.78? Does anyone doubt that ICP breaks through $100 in the upcoming future? I actually think it's going to happen in the next bull run. Probably 2024. We're going to see $100. Why? Dude, Solana's just about gone. FTT's gone. Luna's gone. Dude, the best option is ICP. I mean, it was the best option over those back then, but now people are going to start to see it. So yeah, $100, that's being cautious. You're erring on the side of caution because I think it's going to be around $200. Why? That was the initial listing price where it should have been around not listing price, but listing price high of what it was supposed to be if it didn't get manipulated. So it went to $750, right? We can all agree on that. It was only supposed to hit maybe $300, $350 tops. So it more than doubled the price because of the FTX manipulation. It would have went to maybe $300. That's what they were projecting is about 300, not Definity, but the community. What I've heard in the community is it was going to be about $300. So if you look at it that way, yeah, we're going to go anywhere from $100 to $300 in this next bull run because that's where the bull case scenario is for ICP is at $300. So that's where I'm looking, and I err on the side of caution. So I said $200. But really, $300 is that sweet spot. $300, $350. Cubetopia is the best thing that ever happened to me. Definity is the best thing that ever happened to me besides, my faith and my daughter. Other than that, yeah, like career-wise, Definity is the best thing that ever happened to me. ICP, I had some struggles, but that's because of the position I'm in my life. Or like, they've always treated me fair. I'm in a good place now. And they stuck with me. Most people abandon you when you go through hard times. That's what I like about Definity, is I went through a hard time and they helped me. A lot of people don't help you when you go through a hard time, guys. A lot of people, they don't. I'm just telling you, that's the way the world is. You go through a hard time, people try to stay away from you. Because they I don't want a hard time. You have a hard time, stay away from me. So I really appreciate Definity. It's going to change it's already changed my life, but I really think they set me up for an awesome financial future. You saw I have 1,630 ICP staking right now. I'm getting almost a full ICP every day. So that I'm set. And with the next grant, if I put more locked away, in the next 5-10 years, I'm good. I'm real good. So yeah, I think 100 will be easy. I'm looking higher. Yeah. And just remember, guys, we're in the bear market, the deepest parts of it. Let's go back to the bull run for a second. That's what we need to do. Not just ICP. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's bring a few. We're going to leave ICP right here. Let's go to the price chart, though. Let's do all. Okay. So, bull market. 122, 164. You guys are seeing this, right? No, you're not. Okay. Glad I checked. But as you see right here, 122 was the first dip. But if you look up here, this was going to be the original high right here, $301. That would have been it. That's where ICP would have landed had not the manipulation of FTX and SBF. $300. Yep, that's exactly where it was supposed to go. Not crazy high up here to whatever it did go to, right? So now let's go and look at other crypto, like Bitcoin. Just remember, we're in a bear market. There will be a bull market, and it will come. It's just going to be a while. That's what you need to remember. This isn't like your realized losses right now. Even if you bought internet computer at $60, by the next bull run, you're going to be in the profit, guys. Not financial advice, common sense at that point, right? Okay, let's do Polygon. Because even though Polygon's at a good price right now, let's go look. I mean, let's just take a look. All right? We're basically at the lowest price. Well, Polygon actually did go lower to 40 cents. But this is the bull market over here. $2.72. So more than 3x. This is probably the least loser of all of them is Polygon. So I'm definitely looking at Polygon for the next bear market. That's something I'm definitely doing. But let's look at Graph. GERT. This is going to be probably one of the best examples in Algorand of what I'm trying to get across to you guys. Look at this, okay? We are basically here, right? This is the bear market, okay? Bear market, bull market. Bear market, this will be over here, bull market. Just remember, this will happen again. This will happen over here somewhere. Just remember that. But it will be much higher and more money because the more we, last with a crypto, the more the price goes up, right? And we get new all-time highs, or at least test most of those if it's not too crazy high. So there's Graph. Let's look at Algorand too. Not just one crypto this happens to, guys. I'm telling you. If the crypto doesn't disappear like FTT or Luna, then they're going to recover. That's the way crypto is. But we're all in the loss right now. But remember, it's unrealized losses until you sell it. Okay? Price. All. Again, same narrative. Okay, this one goes really good with ICP. Look at this. A big old crazy $3.20 over here, June 2019, all the way down to 64, all the way down to 21 cents. Okay, then the bull market comes, $1.67. Nice. Oh, and $1.51 and $1.54. Then we have another. See, even in the bull market, we have little bear trends. So where's our bull trend in the stupid bear market? Like, for real. Where's the bull trend? This is all just sideways crap. Seriously. Where's our pump? I mean, look at all these dumps in the bull market. Where's our pumps in the bear market, guys? But anyway, we will be in a bull market again. This will happen again over here. So let's look at internet computer. Same thing with Algorand. Big old dump, but where did it go? Okay, this was at 315. Where did it go, guys? 238. Actually, it went to 288. So bam. Now, if internet computer does the same thing and almost goes to its high in the next market, let's just say $300, right? Boom! Exactly what Algorand did. It went right up to almost that exact price. Look at that. Look at that. If we made a distinction here between internet computer and Algorand, you see where internet computer's future is going to be. This is where we're heading. This is a perfect example of the future of internet computer. I'm taking a screenshot of this. This is very important, guys. You don't even understand how important what I just showed you just is. I didn't even understand it. Now I do. Yeah, that's the future of ICP. Dude, I'm going to tweet this out. That needs to be tweeted for real because that's the next bull run. Dude, I'm going to save that chart right there. And then when ICP breaks out in 2024 or 2023, whenever it happens, I'm going to align that Algorand chart. I'm going to put an internet computer chart right next to it in about a year, probably, or two. And they're going to align almost perfectly because that's how crypto works. They don't go to the same price, but they do the same type of movements. There's reasons why they go to certain levels. And if you look at it, internet computer is following exactly what happened with Algorand, except nobody fudded it. Nobody perpetually futured. Well, that's not quotes, that happened. Nobody manipulated the futures of Algorand, and it did the same thing. So just not as bad, right? And it actually did fall pretty far, Algorand, from that big old 312 down to 21 cents. That's a big dump. So, all right. I think we're gonna call it a night. Dang it, I wanted to talk with Six Figs, but we will be on Friday. My sentiment exactly. We're gonna see if we can't get Crypto Airborne on here. I'm gonna try to be more collaborative, guys. I have a real anxiety issue, and so I don't even think Six Figs or anybody knows this. Really, I have anxiety really bad. And when I get on with other people, even if it's my own channel, I'm okay once I get there. But leading up to it, I'm a nervous wreck, and I don't know why. I just, ever since I got sober, that's been a part of my life, anxiety. And so it affects me a lot. But nobody in their comfort zone ever changed anything. So I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone and do these things that make me feel, a little bit anxious or a lot anxious at times. Because the more I do them, the less anxious I feel doing them, right? So if you wanted to know why I don't collaborate more, that's the reason. I get very, very anxious, and I'm trying to work on that. So send me good hopes and prayers and stuff, guys, that I overcome, that thing and just become the person I was supposed to be on here for you guys. Because the better I am at doing my job, the better information you guys have, right? So I believe it's going to go higher than 100 in long term. Yeah. And you guys know my opinion on that, 300. That's where I think we're going. Probably about 200. So, keep it safe. We can touch 10K on Bitcoin due to current market saturation or situation. I don't think so, because if we were going to go to 10K, it would have happened, right? With this crazy scenario. Six Figs is here. All right. So let's have him jump on when he gets ready. How do I speak to him in private? Hey, Six Figs, man, you there? Can you hear me? All right, I'll continue reading these comments, and then let's see what Six Figs has to say. We can touch 10K. Okay. Now we have news, OG Genesis bankruptcy. And I was just watching Crypto Wendy's channel. If you want to know more about the OG Genesis bankruptcy, check out Crypto Wendy's channel. She talks about the ramifications of that situation. And basically, it's not just retail investors. It is the institutional investors, with a lot of money. So I'd definitely go check out Crypto Wendy's video on that. What is the opportunity for Bitcoin canisters having a noteworthy amount locked up in some sort of staking or secured mechanism as security, strengthening the network and adding to the store of value? Okay. What is the opportunity? That's a very, very good question. The opportunity is to be in a crypto right now that is going to revolutionize everything. And so the amount of Bitcoin that you have locked up in a canister is just going to add to that total amount, right? And so when a crypto has a lot of volume and a lot of people, that means it's successful, right? So the opportunity for this, it could go either way, right? It depends on the market, but I think it's going to be very, very beneficial because being able to use Bitcoin DeFi with no gas fees, that's going to change the game. That is going to take a lot of money out of centralized authorities' pockets and put it back into the hands of the user. And that's what we want. So there's going to be more than just opportunity to have it locked up in that way. You could yield farm Bitcoin. My friend Guido just sent me a Bitcoin NFT that's directly on the Bitcoin blockchain that now it probably costs a lot of money to send that NFT. But being able to get Bitcoin NFTs for internet computer gas fees, that is invaluable right there. And then also just being able to trade Bitcoin with cheap fees. Say you want to do a $50 Bitcoin transaction. Well, that's normally going to cost you $2 in a bear market and about, anywhere from 10 to 20 in a bull market. So basically, you're saving yourself gas fees every time you interact. And with DeFi, people interact with it a lot. It isn't like they just make one purchase and that's it. No, when you do DeFi, especially with the traditional wrap system, you might have to wrap, say if you want from Bitcoin to, let's just say sushi, or another, GERT, or something like that, and you want to do it on a decentralized exchange. Well, what you would have to do is you'd have to take Bitcoin, turn it into wrapped Bitcoin, then turn the wrapped Bitcoin, I believe, into wrapped Ethereum, and then wrapped Ethereum can go and make your transaction. But that's going to be a gas fee, gas fee, gas fee, gas fee. And if it's $20, $20, $20, $20, where's the money to be made? I only have $50, dude. And you just charged me 20, 20, 20, 20. I paid $80 for a $50 transaction. So that's the value of internet computer, the smart contracts. I mean, that's just one of the things. Another, data storage. That is one of the biggest innovations in history. What company did that and became one of the biggest companies in the world? AWS, Amazon. So if we can take that and put it on the blockchain, basically imagine Amazon Cloud on the blockchain, and then you have internet computer. At least a little section, part of internet computer. All right, so Six Figs, you ready, bud? Oh, your mic ain't connected. Okay. Just 1 second, I guess. I only know about FTX because I got a fortune cookie and had FTX on it. It said the volatility of life is what makes it fun. Oh my gosh, even the fortune cookies were trying to sell it? Wow, he has some deep pockets, man. Data storage, that's the biggest thing about internet computer. Dude, that's a good answer, and he's answering this. Oh, well, no, that's your own question. Okay, never mind. I guess, yeah, data storage, you answered your own question. Like, data storage is one of the biggest things that you can get from the internet computer right there. So, all right, let's get back into some technicals. We're just waiting on Six Figs to get his mic set up, and then we will be good. Don't forget, he was the golden boy for crypto, according to the U.S. government. That's because he had all of centralized authorities, ideas in him, and he paid Democrats like crazy. I used to think I was a Democrat. Now I don't know what I am. I don't like Democrats anymore. I'm a person. That's what I am.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. So we got Six Figs on the channel here, and he is going to school us on Ichimoku Cloud. He's going to school us on exactly what's happening here with the internet computer, and see if he has any differing, yeah, I think that's a word, differing views on where we think the price is going. I don't have a whole lot of technicals to say that we're going higher. I saw that you actually had a Bitcoin falling wedge on your show earlier, and I actually see one in ICP as well. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I do agree on that. There's definitely one with ICP. They're definitely kind of running together a little bit, but I do agree with that sentiment that there definitely is this falling wedge with ICP. I can bring up my chart if you'd want.
Yes, please.
All right, let me share the screen here. Yeah, I apologize about the mic stuff earlier. Basically, I went to fire up my set and I heard like this pop, and I'm like, oh no. And so I don't know if there was just some static electricity that fried my my microphone here, but I had to swap it out with a different one.
Oh man, that sucks, dude.
Dude, it stunk. But yeah, I mean, right now, internet computers trading at $3.93. Really, this falling wedge. I'm just going to go ahead and clear this stuff. The falling wedge that I'm kind of seeing here, obviously, we've got this strong trend line that's just kind of fluttering right through here. And if we just go ahead and kind of use the most recent lows, we definitely have some sort of consolidation now, known as this falling wedge. And really, it's time will tell when it comes to like the Ichimoku cloud. This is one of my favorite tools to use when it comes to trying to, I don't recommend trying to catch the knife to anybody. We've all heard that phrase when the price is plummeting, like what we just saw here. Never a good idea to try to catch that knife, right? But the the thing we can use this Ichimoku cloud for, there's a few different things, and for one, you'll kind of, when you stare at this chart long enough and you see these clouds, you'll kind of start to uh, get this sixth sense almost about what price is going to do. Is price too far away from the cloud, when we're trading down in here?
Mhm.
To me, yes. And right now, I do think that price is it's too far from this Ichimoku cloud, in my opinion. Not financial or trading advice. We do have a symmetrical triangle squeeze here.
What do you
Uh,
think about a bull flag right there, though? See
yeah,
that big old pole with that symmetrical triangle? That's a possible bear flag. I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. And when we see this type of stuff, it's a good indication that the previous trend will continue. And that is something to be weary of. And this is kind of where I fall back on, like, okay, is this one of these situations where uh price is going to reverse and get reeled back into the cloud? I
and it's a
I
real
want to
thin
say
part right
yes.
there, and that's good, right? Having a thin part
Yeah.
of the cloud.
So technically, um, and this isn't something that happens all the time, but sometimes, I would say there's a higher percentage that price action has an easier time navigating through these thinner clouds versus, thicker portions of the cloud.
What does
It's
that mean? Can you explain that to us real quick for my viewers? Because we don't know a lot about Ichimoku cloud. Why
yeah.
are some of them really thick, and what causes a thin spot?
So the thin clouds is really fast, at basically what the cloud does is it appears out in front of the candles. And so if you get a really fast moving price in one direction,
Okay,
you
then
are
it
going to
gets
start
thinner.
to see some thinner clouds form. And usually when you get like these super erratic movements, they could tend to be overcorrections, things like that.
So I
But
want to ask you a question, and kind of what the narrative of this show is I have no reason to believe that we're going to recover. But if you remember back in 2020 when Elon Musk was kind of manipulating the market with his words, in my opinion, it accelerated the market. It accelerated the adoption of Bitcoin. And then with everybody getting their stimulus checks, a lot of money went into crypto because there wasn't a lot to do. But what I conclude out of this is that certain actions and certain news situations in the world kind of accelerate or decelerate the internet computer or crypto in general. And that's what I think is happening here is that we were going to hit this price anyway. That's what I was talking about earlier. But what happened is this whole situation kind of pushed us there even faster. So does that mean that we don't spend as much time in the bear market? Or do you even agree with what I'm saying there? I just want to know another
yeah.
influencer's opinion on that.
Yeah, and it's one of those tricky things. I'm going to bring up this little chart on Bitcoin here, and this is kind of a good example. Really, when it comes down to it, I do think that you are 100% right when it comes to the acceleration of maybe hitting price targets, and I do think that's a real thing. You hit the nail on the head with the stimmies. Everybody had this disposable income
Right?
to freaking lob into the market, right? And we saw those markets go to the moon. But here was this prediction I made with Bitcoin in a previous post before this, I was kind of talking about how, these crazy events that happen, they can influence the market, but only really on a short-term basis, because the way the markets, they're always in motion. And so we're going to have a little bit of volatility, a few $billion worth of volatility in this, few days versus 3 months out from now, there's going to be
Exactly.
trillions of volume that happens. So, this is a great example. Back in August 31st, I was kind of talking about how I had identified this harmonic pattern a little bit early. And I was kind of talking about how, hey, I think Bitcoin's going to move up to 22K, start dumping around 9/11. Well, it did almost just that.
Wow.
But then I was kind of speculating that we'd come down and hit this 161.8 on November 11th, somewhere in there. Right about that $16,100 level. And we came damn close.
Whoa.
So
Dang, dude.
it was one of these things where, of course, this thing with FTX and stuff like that, it butchered the markets this week and stuff like that. But I had a feeling that the markets were already headed there. And what you just said, that's exactly what I was thinking the other day when I dropped that tweet, because the markets were heading here, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and you've been having some awesome stuff lately, guys. You need to go follow this man on Twitter. He's just blown up there. He just got verified too, and so he's just coming out with tweet after tweet of just freaking amazing stuff. I think he's probably sick of me retweeting his stuff because he's just been doing so much, man. I'm like, man, that's good. That's good. And I don't just retweet everything, guys. Like, if I think it's good, I retweet it. And man, he's just been hitting some good stuff, guys. So definitely give him a follow.
I'll tell you, the verification was the best $8 I ever spent.
Oh yeah, you can do that now. Oh, I was thinking you got verified before that, but hey, that's still awesome.
I'm not super legit, but we're working on it.
All right, let's get into some questions over here. Maybe they have something for you. If you guys want to ask Six Figs a question, now would be the time to do it. So they say definitely an inside job. SBF is just the main face we see. So what do you think about giving SBF a second chance? I know we'll probably talk more about that on Friday, but do you think he deserves a second chance?
No, not at all. Not at all. If he's given a second chance, I think that would really be a blow to the crypto market. And I do think that it would be the duty of everyone on board to purposely see that his project fail simply by not using it, spreading awareness about what this man has done. There has been a lot more behind the scenes than just stealing people's crypto off the FTX exchange. We're talking about like insane market manipulation and stuff like that,
and government manipulation too,
dude, for sure. I hope he doesn't get a second chance. Don't get me wrong, guys. I can forgive, but when it comes to stuff like this on this scale, where you have you steal my lunch money, okay, I can forgive you. But when you're stealing billions of dollars, wrecking people's livelihoods and absolutely destroying them, I can't forgive that. That's it, and we shouldn't forget those types of incidents. FTX, man, what a mess that as much as I hated FTX, I've hated FTX with a passion since April. Everybody knows.
Maybe it was you that was telling me not to use FTX. I think someone was telling me that, and I never used it anyway. But
good. And I've hated on it ever since I found out what they did to Definity and the internet computer community, and what they did to the Ronin network. Manipulating token launches, costing people billions. I mean,
they did it to Axie Infinity too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I heard Casper was another one. Aptos was another one. I heard that they shorted out Gala.
Oh, what, dude? Gala's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
they really interfered with that one too. So, when it comes to this, it's kind of he was kind of the doer of all evil. Really. He had his hands in everything, just doing evil stuff in every little nook and cranny.
And so it's going to devastate Solana too, because he had such a high portion in that. And I mean, Solana was already slow in speed, and they don't even have a gaming community. And so another awesome post. This is why I love Six Figs. He was talking about metaverse. Now you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to share that with people now, that would be awesome, because I think people need to hear that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Are you talking about the Definity headquarters?
Oh no, well that was cool too, but no, I'm
okay.
talking about the information that you gave about it earlier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
On CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, so man, so Felipe, who's a very prominent member of the ICP community, had dropped this tweet that I caught on to, and he basically was showing that CoinMarketCap has a bunch of categories, and they look at everything from NFTs to metaverses to, I don't know, DEXs and things like that. And he noticed that there was the internet computer sitting in first place as far as a metaverse contender is concerned. So
you want to pull that up?
Yeah, I'll pull that up here. Let me see if I can find this quick. And that was awesome. And really, when it comes down to it, I know Bitcoin Renegade would agree. Like, internet computer is the blockchain to be pulling stuff like this, because it's definitely fast enough. It's cheap enough to do.
I almost did a dance.
Scalable enough, man. It
love it.
Makes you realize how afraid a lot of these other projects are of projects like the internet computer.
Yep. So here it is, folks. This is the best news that I've seen in a very, very, very long time. And it just shows what me, Six Figs, Victor, Agito, and a bunch of other people already knew. And now the data comes out to support that. So here it is.
Right. And, when we start looking at this stuff by market cap, there's a lot of contenders here.
Yeah, and you got internet computer above Mana. Do you see that, guys? Internet computer is the #1 metaverse, even above Mana. It's got to be above Sandbox. Yep, it's above Sandbox. How does it do that? I mean, to me, I was not expecting internet computer to do better than a crypto that is designed only for metaverse. I mean, internet computer does it all. It's a layer 1. It does DeFi. Now it's the biggest, in metaverse. It stores data for so cheap. It has no gas fees. This is the next world computer. What Dominic said is now happening.
For sure. And we just moved up a rank too. So check that out. Earlier, internet computer. See, internet computer is just doing all sorts of bang up stuff, guys. It was sitting at 39 earlier. Well, we passed Terra.
Nice.
Crap.
I can't believe that was above us at all, but yeah.
Right. What a dumpster. I'm surprised this Terra Classic isn't even in it should be in the 1,000, 2,000.
I think there's a group of people out there that just like to lose money, and they're like, hey, what could we lose the most money on? And I guess they get probably awards for losing the most money. I don't know. Why would you do that?
There's 6 trillion of these things.
Why?
It's insane. Insane.
I hate it.
I don't know. But hey, internet computer is on the up and up. That's good to see.
Yeah, I knew that. I had no doubt that, the technicals would eventually just outweigh all the BS. And it's funny that the people, like I was saying earlier, they were trying to point the finger at every single other, person that they could, saying, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, just so we wouldn't look at their actions. That's what happened. Because even after Voyager, this is where I'm a little bit disappointed in just kind of the whole system, and maybe crypto, the way that they allow us crypto influencers and them hiding information. Because what I'm saying is, when Voyager went under, we already knew there's a little meme or whatever about showing FTX, and then it shows how they're connected with Alameda Research, how they're connected with Voyager, how they're connected with FTS US, and all of these different things that they're all connected. How did we not realize that after the Voyager fall and all of these things started to happen? Why didn't nobody called it out before it happened? You know, that's what I'm worried about. How was he able? I think we'll talk about that more on Friday. I just don't understand how he was able to get to this point. Why we didn't catch it earlier? You know, with all of this stuff, nobody put that information out before it happened. Only after it happened. So
yeah, I had suspected that FTX and Alameda were responsible for the Celsius crash, and I was really, really suspect of them with Three Arrows Capital. And
okay, so Six Figs was the only one talking about it.
I think so, dude. I think so.
Okay, keep
and
going.
I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything. I could probably go back and find an old.
I'll toot your horn for you, man, because you deserve it. No, seriously. If you were calling out this fraudster before it happened, dude, you deserve credit.
I didn't have the evidence. That was the thing. I didn't have the evidence.
That's what I'm talking about. Where was this evidence before? See, they're good at because he was pointing his finger everywhere else. Yeah. We weren't looking for that evidence, or if we were, they hid it. It was probably on that plane to Brazil, right?
You know? That's what I'm thinking too, and that was one of my biggest suspicions too with that whole airplane. I was tracking that jet today. Actually, it moved a few hundred miles out of Argentina to the northeast. I forgot the name of the country, but it is kind of moving around here. I'm still kind of trying to follow that thing, but I was talking like the first thing I would have done if I was Sam Bankman, when as soon as this stuff hit the fan, I would have unplugged everything, rented a U-Haul, taken all the servers, all the phones, all the computers, and loaded it into that freaking jet. See you bye. Like, not my problem anymore. Find some electronics recycler in Argentina.
I wonder what it's like not to have a conscience, man. Because that's what only somebody without a conscience could do that. Like, I feel bad for one person that loses money, dude. Like, I legit feel bad in my heart. Like, if people tell me they lose money, because I know this world sucks sometimes, man. It's hard. It's hard to survive at times. And people that have billions of dollars don't understand that. And then they're taking money from the people who have nothing, and they're trying to make something of themselves by buying crypto. And then you just basically, you destroy people's lives. And at that point, that's why I won't give him a second chance. I don't think he deserves a second chance to destroy any more lives. He did what he did. It's over. We can't change that, right? But we can stop it from happening again.
Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, just by not giving them a second chance, that stops a lot of problems from reoccurring.
It does. And you just can't do that. So I think we're about done for the show. We're kind of over an hour now. But you guys have to be here Friday morning. I'm getting a thumbnail up and ready for that. And we will be good to go. So thank you for stopping by Six Figs. I always love to have you on the channel. You are one of the best influencers in the ICP space. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done, the hard work you've put in, and just kind of, you've been there for me in hard times too, brother. So I just really appreciate you.
I appreciate that, man. Vice versa. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone prosper in this community. It's one of the greatest communities I think that there ever was. I haven't seen a great community like the internet computer community in a long time. And especially when we're seeing all this camaraderie during these bear markets.
Yeah.
The Definity team, they're just keeping building. Everybody is just nipping at the heels of innovation and what they crank out. I mean, it's just like every week's exciting. You know, they're doing something cool.
That's how I make videos, man. If I don't get excited about it, if you see me not making videos every day or like multiple, it's because I'm not excited. When I get excited, you see videos coming out the wazoo. And because I love to make videos when I'm excited, because that's my passion, guys. And when people see my passion, it's not a lie, like, and people can see that, and I am who I am. So, and same with you, man. You are real, and that's what we need with the SBFs of the world. with the, look at Michael Saylor. He's still holding strong. Like, this is just a temporary setback, guys. So, like, we're going to have another bull market. Just because SBF tried to set the crypto world on fire, we're going to survive this. You guys are going to be okay. I want to shout out Dead Man Walking. Haven't seen him on the channel. I know he's probably, suffered a lot of losses from ICP right now. This is temporary, guys. We're going to be over $300, in my opinion, in the next bull run, or let's say 200. But just know, if Internet Computer was going to sink, it would have done it already because of all these things that happened. So I think it's going to be here for the long haul, and I can't wait to see if other influencers are going to pick it up. I'd love to see Altcoin Daily. I'd love to see the Moon, and all of these big entities in the space, kind of towards that. So
we got BitBoy Crypto on board now.
I know, dude. That right there is a huge win.
Oh my
It was like having Mark Cuban come on crypto, that kind of thing. Having these big influential people that aren't just like shilling a coin, but they're actually in crypto. They're like, okay, we like crypto. And everybody's like, okay, what coin? What coin? Well, no, we're not going to tell you that because we're not trying to shill coins. We're just in it for crypto. And that's the narrative where we're going now. People are understanding, shilling. Even BitBoy is starting to say, I'm not going to be shilling a lot of tokens from now on, because people are understanding that can be very negative to the community. And so if BitBoy's for the community, man, I'm for BitBoy. All right?
Yeah.
So that being said, goodbye. And good ICP. Bang!